Little tank update. So we're progressing. We have done the Scape here with the boys and Linda. There was a lot of thinking involved, how to get you know, cover up that big Panterai monster kind of, you know, inlets and stuff. And then we needed to think about what is the main part of the reef. It's always the same thing. You kind of need to imagine how it will look in future. There's a rule that I always follow when I'm scaping a tank, is that the rockwork shouldn't look good, right? So it's kind of, when you're done with it, you shouldn't be, oh, it's looking awesome. It shouldn't be like that. It should be like very light in weight, like kind of, because what you need to do is imagine how the corals will grow on it, right? So if you make everything already plating and everything looks kind of nice, like a dead reef, then when you put the corals on top, actually they will take too much space and it will be a bit too bold, like, you know, too much. So try to kind of keep it low and then imagine how the corals kind of will grow on these areas and how they can't, you know, they should have space until they reach the glass, for example, stuff like that. And it will look at the end much better. Otherwise, you normally cut back. So you actually try to reduce rock and to replace it with coral, and that's harder, you know. So when you do it this way, it's kind of good. It's already a little bit too much for me maybe in the middle, but we will have a look at that later on. It's quite important to have always, like, you know, we run around, you will see that in the video, running around it, think about it, then we just change stuff. So it's always like that. And the other one that I really like to have is it to cover everything, so it all looks like rocks. So there's, you know, that the big pipes and stuff in there because of the Panterai, and we kind of cover it. You can see the pipe, actually, you can maybe on that, so you can see the pipe on here going up, and then there is this rockwork. Obviously the pipe is behind that rockwork, right? What we do also to kind of understand is we use a lot of plastic materials to connect them physically. So we have, for example, threaded rod, nylon rod. This is stuff that electricians would use, you know, for, like, they're actually pretty common. And I'll try to show you, there's a threaded rod, and then you can cut that very easily, and you have like a nut that you can buy this nuts to, and you can kind of connect the rock to whatever you want. So you can drill a hole into like one of your PVC tubes, then connect the rock to it. This is what we've done here. And I will show you how it looks, and then kind of the rod comes out of it, and then you can easily cut it underwater, just get rid of the rest of it. And if you do not want to see it all, then you would just take a little bit of epoxy glue, just, you know, and then put it on top of it, and you won't see anything. That's pretty good, and it holds forever. It's like really, really strong. I had that stuff working for me in that 7-8 years. In the old showtank, it was just, you wouldn't see any kind of PVC coming out of the bottom, you know, nothing. It was just looking natural, and the corals will grow on it, and it will look just awesome, right? If you have any questions to that, just write them down here. Give me a thumbs up, and if you have any questions to this and you want me to answer it live, you just join one of our lives on Instagram, and I will do that. So hopefully see you in the next video or the next live. Take care, guys.